So, a lot of people try to say that vitamins and supplements and herbs do not work. They try to say that supplementing your diet with certain compounds or even taking certain herbs, especially tonic herbs and adaptogens, taking amino acids, etc., just supplements in general, people try to say that these things do not work. And first of all, I mean, obviously we hear this in different variations. We hear this in, like, oh, well, no supplement works. So vitamin D3, omega 3s, B vitamins, vitamin E, magnesium, it's all placebo effect. These things don't work. They don't do anything, basically. And the retarded thing about this is at a baseline, this person is absolutely ignorant. They are not in line with mainstream medicine, which I don't believe in anyway. They're not in line with mainstream medicine. They're not in line with any sort of science at all. I don't think there's any line of science that tries to say that these vitamin supplements don't work or they don't do anything. It's just plain ignorance. It's absolutely retarded, and I'll tell you why. When you say that that supplements do not work, and you say that it's all placebo, what you're implying is that your body does not need vitamin B12, your body does not need magnesium, your body does not need vitamin D, and essentially even identifying vitamins in general and knowing what vitamin D is in the body and what it does in the body is absolutely useless. And what you're saying is if somebody is deficient in a vitamin or a mineral, then supplementing will not do anything. Okay? So obviously at a very, very basic level of understanding, anyone with any common sense, that even if you don't study nutrition, you should know that obviously supplementing with vitamins, minerals, and other essential compounds will do something. They are necessary and they are not just completely useless. At a baseline, for sure, 100%, if somebody has a deficiency in a vitamin or mineral compound, they will need to supplement with it. Okay? But that's just the just general assumption that all vitamins and minerals and supplements in general are useless. Very easy to debunk that. Beyond that, people say unless you have a deficiency in a vitamin or a mineral, you do not need a supplement with it. And there's two things to say to that. The first one is that just eating whole foods is not going to give you all of your vitamins and minerals that you need. Also, the daily recommended intake of vitamins and minerals is inaccurate. Okay. For example, vitamin D, we know that we need at least 2,000 IUs of vitamin D a day. We also know that iodine, our recommendation for iodine is super low compared to the amount that is apparently beneficial in scientific studies. Vitamin D, they say you only need 400 IUs a day when you actually need at least 2,000, ideally 5,000. Um, and then beyond that, most of our foods are depleted in nutrients, especially conventionally raised foods such as animal products and conventional produce and even organic produce. And this is a fact, and the reason that our soils are depleted is simply because um, conventional farmers are mass producing these foods. They are only supplementing the vitamins and minerals in the soil that the plants need to grow, not even to grow healthily or supplementing with all the vitamins and minerals that these plants need, just that they're supposed to have. For example, potatoes are supposed to be high in magnesium and iodine, but studies have shown that potatoes are actually very deficient now in magnesium and iodine, and most plants are. And that's simply because the farmers need to make sure that the soil is healthy and need to supplement with nutrients, believe it or not. And they're just not doing that because they don't need to. It's just too much money that they spend, and it's unnecessary. And they're trying to maximize profit and reduce expenditure. Okay, And so as a result, the government's supplementing all these, they're fortifying processed foods with vitamins and minerals and trying to get vitamin D and vitamin C in orange juice now. And it's just crazy. And even some milks have vitamin E, vitamin D, etc. Simply because, well, vitamin D is one thing, but like vitamin E, we should be getting that from whole grains and vegetables and whatnot. But we're not. And even if we try to eat enough, I mean, the amount of broccoli it would take to get our daily recommended amount of magnesium, I mean, it's just absurd to be bloated. It would just be impossible to eat that much broccoli. So, I mean, you know, most people are going to be deficient in something, and the variety and amount of different foods you'd have to eat to get all of your daily intake of vitamins and minerals is crazy. So, this is why everyone is going to need to supplement with a vitamin or mineral supplement to an extent. And that's just vitamins and minerals. Then we have amino acids. We know for sure that supplementing with amino acids such as 5-HTP will definitely has an effect on mood one way or another, whether that's positive or negative. And it has been shown to be at least as effective as pharmaceutical antidepressants compared to placebo. And that's extreme. The same thing can be said about certain herbs, such as St. John's wort, which has been shown to be at least as effective as pharmaceutical antidepressants compared to placebo. And these are just a few. We have other simple ones like chamomile, even green tea, right? I mean, and green tea is just a plant; it's an herb, but you can buy green tea extract and supplements. And also, when you take something like St. John's wort, or you take something like ginseng in capsules, it's essentially the same thing as consuming the actual root of the plant, just eating it or making a tea out of it. There's no difference between making a tea with green tea and buying a supplement of like chamomile. It's like buying herbs, herbal supplements. Essentially, they're the same thing as foods. They're herbs. They're plants. Okay, you think of them as natural as like eating greens. The difference, of course, is that these herbs are medicinal. Okay, chamomile can be used as a very effective medicine for relaxing you, putting you to sleep, and also soothing the stomach, curing things like diarrhea and nausea. Ginger's good for that as well. We know that hawthorn berries helps to tonify the cardiovascular system. It's really good for the heart, essentially, and can help to lower blood pressure, etc. Yohimbe's excellent for erectile dysfunction. I mean, the list goes on. And there's clinical studies that show that these supplements actually work. I mean, no one can deny that turmeric is one of the most well studied and without a shadow of a doubt beneficial supplements or even just spices you could throw on your food. All right, these are natural medicines. And to say that these things don't work is just complete ignorance, no matter who you are, what degree you have, where you come from, or how great you think you are. All right, and this is just a very, very small amount of the things I have to say on this subject, but I believe that I got the majority of the basics covered. Either you are a believer and you actually use these tools we have to maximize your life, your energy, and to help you be healthy and feel at your best, or you're going to fall below. You're going to be below average. You're going to feel like crap, and you're going to be a slave to modern medicine. The fact is, natural medicine is excellent, and even if you're already healthy, can help you feel way, way above average. It could definitely energize you, help you with your sleep, bring a mental clarity like nothing else. There are some absolutely amazing things to be found within natural medicine and also supplements. Okay, so open your mind, leave your questions and comments down below, and I'll talk to you soon.